Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse. Today we are checking out the final episode of Season 3 of Heartstopper and the final episode of the show, since the finale, the conclusion, is going to be a film. This is essentially the last episode of the series, which is kind of insane to think about. I've really enjoyed the journey. I've had a blast. It's been such an emotional roller coaster, but at the end of the day, it's always been so heartwarming. It's very much so a comfort show at the end of the day. No matter how bleak things get at times, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And I really appreciate the way they showcase that and make that kind of a priority at the end of the day for everybody involved in as far as the characters and the narrative and all of that. I love it to death. With that all said, though, it is time to finally reveal what has won our poll that will be continuing on. That'll be filling in this slot here on the channel once we've wrapped. And it is by a landslide. Landslide is an understatement, but Young Royals, which I've honestly never heard of until you guys brought it to the table. So I have no idea what we're going to get into with that one. I have a very rough idea of the premise, and I believe it's in Swedish, which we will be watching it with the subtitles for anybody who is concerned about that. Just going to go ahead and get that up front. If it's live action and it is in another language, I'm always going to watch it in the original language with subtitles. So just keep that in mind. But as far as YouTube goes, after we finish this episode of Heartstopper, we are going to be going on a little bit of a hiatus because I got a lot of stuff coming up in the next 2-3 weeks. So it's going to be a little bit harder to kind of get through the edits and stuff like that, and to allow myself to really kind of set up, because I wasn't able to do it with Heartstopper, early access and stuff for that over Patreon. It's going to continue. It's going to start immediately same time next week on Patreon. The edited versions, though, won't be on YouTube for at least 4 weeks. So we're going to take a little bit of a reprieve so I can kind of take a break for a little bit while all this other stuff in real life is going on. So if you are impatient, if you want to continue on and jump right into the first episode of this, you can go over to Patreon and become a legendary member and get early access to that. After that, though, it'll trickle in. We'll be basically, the way it'll work out will be 4 episodes ahead on Patreon, depending on what tier you're on. But then it'll make its way to YouTube in edited form. So just wanted to let you guys know, because if anybody's like looking for Young Royals come this time next week on YouTube, that's why that's what's happening. But with that all said, though, let's get ready to hop in. If you want to get the full-length reaction to this or early access to some of the other shows that we've been covering here on the channel, you can get all that over on Patreon. Over there, we got the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also can suggest and vote what movies we react to each month. Over there, you also get to submit questions for me to answer in these videos as well. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. With that all said and out of the way, let's get ready to hop into the final episode of Season 3 of Heartstopper, Apart. Here we go.
This is not what I expected to happen today.
Can't believe we waited so long. Do not say it. No.
What?
Nick.
Why are you like this?
No.
Why are we like this? They do say that a lot.
I kept my shirt on.
I loved every second of what just happened.
Aww.
Me too. Although, I feel like we're gonna have to practice a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Tons of practice. Practice makes perfect.
Still loads of things we could do.
You've been researching, haven't you? You've been on Google.
No. of course I've
You've
been
done the
researching.
Googles.
Okay, maybe a little bit.
All Nick does is research. Oh, no. Oh, no, his school stuff. I mean, to be fair, it could have been literally all the things he's ever Googled about Charlie, though. I think that could have definitely set him off. Been triggering at least a little bit.
My top choices are local. I've been kind of worried about being away from you.
No.
All your top choices are close by, right? And you're definitely getting. I'll help you study.
You might need it. Tutor with benefits. What
that your mum?
the hell was that?
Oh, yeah, probably. She said she was going to be home around now.
Oh my god.
It sounded like she barreled in through the door.
Where are my jeans? Where are they? Why are you laughing? Funny. Where are my jeans?
Stressed out about it.
Where are they? Help me.
Aww. Yeah, it did sound like she Kool-Aid manned right into the house, though. Oh no, the hands! They did the Kingdom Hearts! I'll come back to you. I promise. I know you will.
Hi.
Hi. Oh.
Don't look at me like that. You come home in Michael's clothes all the time.
That's different.
You can just tell
Is
me
it,
things.
though?
It's kind of obvious.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Runs away.
Charlie?
I'm sorry I snapped. I'm always going to worry about you, Charlie. I can't help it. I'm your mum. But I know I can be overbearing. My mum was a bit like this too. She was never very nice to me. She was controlling and sometimes... Anyway, I swore I wouldn't become like her, but I think in some ways, maybe I have.
You're not like her.
But I can be quick to anger, and that's unfair on you.
And I know that I've been ill. But I just want to live my life like a normal teenager.
And you're sensible, I know you are. I would feel much less worried about you if you waited a few more weeks, just till your GCSEs are over.
I think that's reasonable, personally. And again, like Michael said, sorry, other Michael,
Charlie.
you don't need a sleepover to do the do, and he's already done the do. Aww.
You don't have to be sorry.
He's got the glow.
It happened, didn't it?
Let's go. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Oh, dude, look at them. Aww. Hey, they getting that practice in.
Is that your mom?
She hasn't popped up, but like they're keeping her like present in some way, I guess. I wonder if this had anything to do with the bear. I don't know when all this was filmed though, but I mean, she was doing a lot around this time, I guess, when this would have been filmed. They've been very creative with dancing around her absence. This is called a part. Is he gonna wind up at a school that's away? That isn't local?
It's literally only 15 minutes away from your house.
Yep.
What are you guys thinking of studying?
What if it's not really where he wants to go?
So do you do much art?
Or he gets taken with a school that is farther away?
Lately.
Oh no. That interview didn't turn her off from creating, did it?
It'd be nice to live at home. My mum won't be on her own and be close to Charlie.
What about when Charlie goes to uni the next year?
Yeah, if he leaves, then you'll still be apart.
Oh yeah, oof. Never really thought about that part of it. I just followed my friends to wherever they all went, where the majority of them went, and that was fine enough for a time.
Girls and boys sharing a room.
Yeah, it's a bit silly though, isn't it? I mean, girls and boys can just be friends.
It's weird how I used to like you.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Oh, no, not weird. No,
Smooth.
not weird. I'm not sure I did like you.
Probably like the idea of him more than anything.
I kind of felt pressure to have a boyfriend because I was a cool girl. And that's what cool girls do. I liked having attention from boys.
Oh yeah,
Really
definitely.
Like I was doing life right. I don't think I liked men either. Or my year 10 boyfriend. I don't think I've ever liked a boy.
Aww.
When I really think of it. Sorry, that probably makes no sense.
Wait, you like Sahar?
I get it.
Is that it?
Who even am I?
You're my friend.
And my friends are my power. Poor Imogen, man. Oh yeah, plus we have Tara having to figure her shit out because she's been putting that off.
So what do you think?
I think I kind of hate it.
It's kind of hideous.
That's it then. I don't want Oxford. I don't want any more academia.
Well, she just doesn't
no
go
idea
to
what I
a
wanna do with my
school
life.
at all.
Gap year's always an option.
Maybe. That's Darcy's plan. Have you ever thought about a gap year?
But if you do a gap year, you could go to the. You can make the college decision with Charlie.
Tal mentioned you two have been keeping each other entertained.
Ow, that hurt.
Nicholas, tell us everything right now.
You don't have to.
No, he absolutely does. Everything.
This is so embarrassing.
It's a rite of passage.
Yeah, being
According to
roasted and
her,
grilled
must be
about your
late.
sex life.
I hate you guys.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
You'll be fine, Charlie. We'll all be there cheering you on.
Are they going to do a performance? Or is this a band proper? Yeah, band rules. Let's go. Aww.
I watch the video you guys made me all the time.
Why are you being all soppy?
I just don't think I tell you enough how important you are to me.
Aww.
Guys, we have a band practice, so can we...
He's got to go.
Not my voice, pals.
What's this song even about?
That's personal.
I thought it was about Imogen.
You don't need to keep talking about us like we're star-crossed lovers. Just because we kissed doesn't mean we found the one like you guys have.
Definitely not Imogen.
Yeah.
Okay, it's about her, but that's not the point. So let's get this show on the road, please.
1, 2, 3. Can't wait for my exams to be over today, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Really nervous about this band performance, so
Maybe this is the part of it all. I hope that's all it is.
I love you. Bye.
Hello, everyone.
That was a terrible green screen right there. Oh my god. That was like if I did it just in OBS.
Pretty great.
Well, I think he's loving it.
These are our main sports facilities.
Nick plays rugby.
Awesome. Should we go and have a look at the rugby pitch? Yeah, sure.
I think he's taking a liking to this one.
My partner's actually on one of the teams. Josh!
Oh, hell yeah. That's the inclusion he needs. But this might be a little farther away from what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly where that was.
Last couple of months.
I was gonna ask if maybe we could make our sessions once every other week rather than weekly. I've been feeling okay recently. I mean,
It's a
obviously
big
I still have
step.
bad days, but less often.
I'm very glad to hear it, Charlie.
Hmm.
Fortnightly it is.
Do you think I'll ever get to the point where I don't have any intrusive thoughts or anything? Like, will I ever be free of them?
Well, it's not impossible, but you shouldn't feel that any wobbly moments you have are a failure. They're just normal.
Yeah. Everybody's got them.
Got people in my life who can help me if things get really bad again. I think I've realized, even though I love Nick, I need other people. My sister, my parents when they're not being annoying, my friends, the therapist. And that doesn't mean our relationship isn't strong. In fact, I think we're stronger now than ever.
I hope you know that I'm going to write that down and read it back to you when you're feeling crap.
Aw. Yeah, because it's good to spread yourself across a bunch of different points, you know? Your support system, it's like a building. If you put all your weight on one pillar, that pillar can break, crack, falter, fracture, you know? Spreading it out, that's not that bad. 4.5 hours? That's not terrible. I'd do that every weekend. I mean, what can I say? I was only like an hour and a half away. My first college, I was there for 3 years, and we'd just drive up and back every weekend. That's a little bit longer, obviously, but it's still not a bad drive. But yeah, it is further away, but it's got everything that he wants.
Well, then Kent,
Yeah.
do you want to talk about it?
But you could take a gap year, and then you and Charlie maybe both
No.
could go
You're a bit to
the same
people
year
pleaser.
together.
No, he needs to hear this. You're always putting everyone else's feelings above your own.
That
I
is
know how you
also
feel about
very
long
true.
distance. I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
But you have to put yourself first right now.
Yeah, and Charlie will support you. He just
Yeah.
wants you to be happy.
I'm afraid of being away from him. I don't know who I am without him.
Maybe it's time
Ooh.
to find out.
Oh, yeah. he might need that space, then I didn't think about that aspect of it, how both him and Imogen have spent so much of their lives being what they've been expected to be. And then he found his awakening through Charlie. So who is he without Charlie? Yeah. Oh, he's thinking between long and short sleeves. Let's go. Which did he Oh, she's so happy too, man. Oh, family outing. Hello.
She almost better hurry up if they want to make the concert on time.
You're just missing out.
Firstly, secondly, I'm actually fine about it. I don't need to be without every single second of every single day.
Wow.
Growth.
Yes, cheers to that.
Hey, Michael. I think
Don't call him Charles.
She's not. She's avoiding me.
Oh, wait, what?
May have posed a question about us being boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, God.
I assumed you already were. Well, what does boyfriend and girlfriend mean anyway? I mean, I don't care what society thinks about our relationship as long as we're both happy.
God damn, he's unloading.
We should have a conversation about it, but now... I wish I hadn't said anything.
Oh. No.
Do you want me to go and find her?
Yes. Yes, please. I think she's afraid because she's lived her life with these walls up, only really letting herself be vulnerable with Charlie, that it's just like admitting, one, that she's changed, she wants it or anything of the sort. You know, it's like, it's a scary step for her.
Michael's looking for you.
Mildly creepy.
Where are we going?
But also kind of endearing.
So you don't want to be Michael's girlfriend?
What does girlfriend even mean?
He said the same
You're
shit.
having a weird amount of trouble with labels for a straight couple.
We're not a couple.
He really likes you.
Yes, I'm aware.
Does
How do you
she
feel?
don't really like
Never feel
him?
anything.
That's not true.
You feel a
You
lot.
feel so much.
Yeah. You just
She's
don't.
trapped inside.
Mm.
I understand what that's like.
Don't use your Jeff crap on me.
Damn
You're
it,
nothing
Jeff.
like me. I wish I was like you.
Oh.
You're hopeful.
You try.
If you've not been doing anything but try to help me for the last year, whether you want to be Michael's girlfriend or not, it doesn't matter. You have so much love to give. You don't have to give it all to me.
Well, I
Yeah.
wanted to. I'd do it all again.
I know, but
It's your turn.
I'm okay now, Tori. Yeah, I'll still have bad days, but I'm okay.
Well, that's a beautiful shot right there. Mm. I think maybe she's scared to put her attention elsewhere because of everything that's been going on with them. So maybe she needed that to be okay with letting go. Much like with Nick needing to be okay with letting go. And with Charlie understanding that he needs to spread things out as well. It's... Aww. It's at a point where they can have their space. Oh no. Is he gonna get hit with an intrusive thought? The music got very ominous there.
Mr. Band.
Oh no. He doesn't need you there, hopefully. I'm an anxious and paranoid person at times. Holy shit.
Stop shouting!
Yeah, dude. Holy hell.
We are Queer Intentions, just in case you don't know. We're going to sing a few songs for you today.
Aww.
Are you ready to rock? I'll tidy up my life.
See, settling in. I think that might have just been a little tinge of him feeling compelled to need Nick, but he doesn't actually, because he's just given in to the music here so far. That everything was okay despite Nick not being here. It was a little scary at first, but he just kind of sunk into the groove. And this might be what Nick needs to see for him to be okay, knowing that he didn't need to be there in the moment when it started. Aww. Yes, indeed. Let's go.
I'm sorry I wasn't there before you went on. It's okay. I was okay.
Yes, you were.
You look so good right now.
Charlie!
Sure you're gonna try that?
Yeah, I think so. If I'm brave enough.
Okay.
I hate Ferris wheels, man.
He's fine.
I know.
It's like everybody having to be okay with it's like everybody needing to feel like they can be at a distance. They don't have to all hover, whether it be Nick, whether it be Tori, whether it be his mom, whether it be Tao, you know?
About going to art school in Europe.
Oh, that's a big leap.
Paris or Berlin.
But that's huge. Let's go.
I need to find a job though, because my mum's not going to pay for international travel. I mean, she doesn't even pay for my bus fare to school, so.
Aww. I wonder if he's going to be able to tell him there. He's so awkward.
I'm not really sure.
He's like, I need to figure this out. Aww. I love her. I mean, I only really know her from Doctor Who and Ted Lasso, but I love her.
Wait, let me help.
Is Charlie gonna actually take his shirt off this time? I think he is.
Take mine off. Please. You sure? Yeah.
Just Hulk rips it off.
I love you. And you are so fucking hot.
I love love, man. I do. I do so much. Oh, shit. We're not even... Oh, god damn it. We didn't even have the talk. Oh, what the fuck is that? That's mean. That's rude. Either way, I don't know that we... Okay, to be fair, I don't think that we needed it. I think this episode did a really great job at, you know, living up to the title, Apart. The episode is all about everybody being able to recognize that they don't have to hover around Charlie anymore. And it's not just Charlie, you know, the whole Tao thing, him being afraid of being apart from Elle, even for a little bit, you know, that fear of being left behind, of losing someone, of being abandoned. He's gotten through that, and he's been very, very okay with all of that. It's from Charlie and his mother, Charlie and Tori, Charlie and Nick. You know, everybody who's felt the need to always keep him in their purview because they're afraid of everything because of his illness. But he's gotten better through both their support and getting actual professional help. It's the relationship with Jeff. He's been able to talk to him and being able to cut back on his sessions, broaden them out, and, you know, spread out his support across the board. And even with Nick's absence, while they're going off to explore unis together, you know, he was late getting back because of traffic, and he was a little like, for a minute he was a little nervous, but he powered through it, got on stage, and once he started playing, it just melted away, showing that he doesn't have to have him anymore. They can let him go. He can be fine. He doesn't need their constant attention anymore. I think that's beautiful because you don't have to always be around somebody to love them or anything of the sort. I think that can be very stifling, very controlling, very just suffocating at times. And, like I said, like as much as like Nick this entire time has wanted to be everything for Charlie, that's been the main focus he's had around everything. That was the main thing he was even deciding his university choices around, was the proximity to Charlie, rather than focusing in what he wants. And then the realization that he doesn't really know what he wants, and even that him and Imogen are kind of in the same space where they've spent so much of their lives living up to an idea of what they were supposed to be doing with their lives and what they were expected to do, only because of all of these other interactions, whether it be her with the group and Sahar and all this kind of stuff, or him falling for Charlie. They now only know themselves truly in association with those people. Not who are they when they're not worried about that. Who are they when they're on their own? Who are they really? They don't know about all of that. And that maybe Nick now, after all of this, because like the only school he liked was one that's 4.5 hours away. And I think all of this just goes to show that they're probably all going to be okay with that. He needs to go off and figure out who he is without Charlie. Have that exploration, have that growth. And I think the idea too is that Charlie doesn't have to have him nearby like that. And that, with Tao and Elle, her wanting to go to school in Europe, everybody's going to be okay being a little bit away from each other. And we'll just have to figure it out. That's just how life gets to be at a time. And, and I think that's great. That's an amazing growth for all of these people. Like then Tori finally being able to do something for herself, like with other Michael, obviously being a little concerned because now she's avoiding him because Charlie brought that whole thing up and asked her outright, is he your boyfriend? And she kind of did what she does and like fleeted from the conversation, the question, because it's just something she's afraid of, because she's hard. It's hard for her to get outside of herself, to trust other people, to put faith in other people, to give herself to other people. Charlie's her rock, and she's always, used both as an excuse and also just because she genuinely can't stop worrying about him because of everything that he's been through, because she loves him to death. She's not really allowed herself to be free at all or disconnect at all. And I love that he gave her basically that talking to, that's like, I'm okay now. Go. You have so much love to give and you can't give it all to me, or you shouldn't. It's just like with him, with the whole support structure thing where Nick would love to be everything for Charlie, so much so that he doesn't need anybody else. I think that's something any lover really strives to be. It's just not realistic. And it's not fair at the end of the day for the other person or yourself to shoulder that much weight. Like I mentioned with the comparison to a building. If you have only one support pillar, it's just going to crumble and break under the weight of the building. I think that spreading that out in a lot of different places is the healthiest thing to do. You can't put all your eggs in one basket, and then I like that he's basically given her like the go ahead to go off. And then also same the conversation with his mom, her talking about how she recognizes how she's been, how she's wanted to avoid being her mother, and how she in some ways feels like she has been. And I've seen some people, we talked about it before, to kind of talk about a little bit of her home life. She goes into it a tad bit here, a little bit of it very much so implied, that she was not treated well at all and her mother was very overbearing. And some of that trickles down, man. Some of that you just don't, sometimes you don't even realize you're doing it when you're repeating those things. There's the cycle of generational trauma that carries on. The thing is, though, she's doing a little bit better, at least. While she's doing some things very similarly, she's doing so much that's not even remotely close. So she's like, she is doing better. And I like that they gave each other that peace in the end with that conversation. Overall, just a really beautiful, beautiful fucking episode. As per usual, I loved this, man. And while it's not spoken by the end of this, I think everything we saw up until this point about Nick making the decision to go to Leeds and Charlie's, comfortability with proceeding without him being there. I think all of that showcased that maybe we don't need to be there for that conversation, but that everything was just fine in the end. And I think the idea is that all of it's going to play out as expected. They don't need to have that talk. We don't need to see that talk. The implication being that the talk's probably going to happen and it's going to be fine. Everybody's going to be fine. That's my thought, at least. Who knows? I'm curious what the movie's going to dive into, what the movie's going to tackle, but yeah. So I'm going to check over on Patreon, see if we got any questions. Gregory Toner says, just wanted to comment on the Ferris wheel controversy. Spoilers. There's a controversy about the Ferris wheel? In the book, Tori tells Charlie she and Michael have had sex, but that Tori is asexual and that Michael is not straight. Her discomfort is guilt in Michael being attracted to her and him not being asexual. Charlie tells her that in Paris, she confessed to Nick that he didn't care if they never had sex. He just wanted to be with him, and he meant it. Tori said people would say you are crazy, and Charlie said that he didn't give a fuck. Alice chose not to include this in the Ferris wheel scene because season 4 was not confirmed, and there was no idea of a movie. So she thought this complication was too much to drop in the last episode, and I personally agree with her choice. Although the scene does feel like something is still missing, also it's confirmed in the book that but it's also confirmed in the book that they used condoms and lube Nick bought with the girls. I'm confused by that bit. Also, as a side bit, please react to Murderbot. I have so loved revisiting the series with you. I cannot stress how life-changing it has been for me as a 63-year-old gay man. I was overwhelmed by it, and I love your insights and views on it. Thanks. Thank you so much for sharing that, man. I really, really appreciate that, especially that last little bit about how this has helped you too. You know, see, that's the beauty of this. You know, like that's why I think the Farouk thing is so important. A lot of people have not had this type of representation, this type of warmth, this type of mainstream acceptance, or at least visibility. And it's beautiful in that way. And I have gotten the idea that maybe Tori could be asexual. We never really dived into it, but I think the gist of it, at least in the show's canon, the idea does seem to be that she's just so fixated on Charlie, she can't give herself fully to somebody else. She's just too split. I think they did a really good job at showcasing that element. As far as the bit that, you know, from the book that you mentioned as well, I can understand people kind of, feeling a little ick in the back of their throat about it being left out, because it does represent another type of relationship out there, because there's a couple different layers to that. If, Michael not being completely straight, but he is attracted to her, but in a way that he is sexual about it. It is a sexual attraction based on that, at least the way that you described it. And her being asexual, there are relationships where that happens, where sex is not of an interest to the asexual person, but asexual people do have sex. It just means that they don't need it or want it or crave it. I would imagine not that she was forced to do it or pressured into do it, but there are situations where they don't and they are pressured to. And some don't mind giving in and, doing it for their partner because it's for their partner. It's a compromise, it's a give and take. It's not as black and white as I think some people might paint it out to be, like, oh, Michael did this thing by pressuring her into it or whatever, but I don't know. It just depends on how it was described in the book. I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of going off of this and just also talking about my own personal experiences with some people that I know that have been asexual and have also had kind of similar situations. But it is like, well, she doesn't want it, but it also would be a nice relief if he was, because then there wouldn't be that need and they could just be at peace, like you described with the whole thing with, Nick being like, I'd be perfectly fine if we never had sex. I just love you that much that I just want to be together with you, despite if this never even goes anywhere further. And maybe there would have been some comfortability in there for her, knowing that she wouldn't have to fulfill that side of it at all. Sometimes it doesn't play out that way. And some people are okay with, doing that, despite it not being something they get any gratification from directly for their partner. It's not unheard of, but it just depends on how she actually feels about it. You describe it as discomfort. If it is shown that way, then that is a little bit of a problem. But I also understand them leaving it out. If this was, as uncertain as things were with the future of the show, potentially the last episode ever, it does work as a pretty okay ending. There's a lot up in the air, but for the most part, everybody's fine by the end of this and going off and doing their own thing. So if you just lock that in and set Tori free to be her own person, to pursue her own desires or whatever, not really get into the mix of that, I think it does a really good job. I mean, hell, they also implied a whole thing too with her wearing Michael's clothes as well. Not that Charlie hasn't been wearing Nick's clothes almost the entirety of their relationship here and there. It doesn't necessarily mean that they had sex, but I think the implication was that they were during this. But yeah, I think they did a good job with it regardless. I understand people maybe being a little disappointed with it being left out, but I think the way they handled it was very tasteful. And just the way they kind of depict all these different layers and complexities and combinations of relationships and dynamics and stuff. It's all really, really well done. Then we have a comment from Vivi just talking about how taking college tours can be so beneficial. It allows you to see a world beyond your immediate bubble and can help you get past any fears you may have about change. I think it's such a great opportunity for Nick to envision more for himself. Can't wait to see how they tie everything up in the movie. Yeah, I don't really have too much else to add to that one. But that's all I got for this one, guys. This has been an amazing run. Just remember that when the movie does come out, I will react to it right here on the channel for you guys. Don't worry about that at all. We got Young Royals coming out on YouTube in about 4 weeks from now. If you want to go right into it, it'll be over on Patreon at the usual time. But this point onward, man, I just want to know what you all thought about this season, about this series so far. So sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And before we go, I want to shout out Angela Burr and Lily Chanson. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel, helping sponsor some of our lovely little rescues that we've been taking care of here at the channel. Really appreciate your support so much. And also, as always, our channel legends, Eric Official, Armando Rosas, Ash, Captain Hoodie, Casey Wood, Clara V, Codename Witch, Demasius, David Furstenberg, Denise Mauricio, Durla, Gregory Toner, It's Mushi, Jake Cottrell, Carmen Wilmot, Liam Harrell, Lily Chanson, Lily Bullock, Mandy Share, Muggy Holes, Natty Jane, Nicodemus, Nikki G, Niall, Ollie Hodges, Philly J, Rage King Nova, Robert Anguiano, Ross Linger, Russell Crocker, Ryan Morris, Shilio, Silver Tier Moon, Yuri Korskov, and your boy G-Man. Thank you guys so much for continued support, and thank you everybody for coming along this journey with me here on the channel, and I hope you guys follow onward into whatever is next. But that's all I got for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.